a little too ugly in here. I think we need to pretty things up. So
we have
bring in a guest.
Hey, Ava!
Thank you.
How are you?
Oh, good. I was just like yelling at John at the screen, and then I had to like, let me fucking.
Well, listen, there's only a second left in this package, but we're going to wrap up the super chats, and then I'm going to flip this to members only, and we have one more short Howard package to watch.
Okay, cool.
So everybody,
and if it's an incentive to the rest of the people in the chat, I have to leave by 10, so Ava will play the part of Zenhauser after.
I'm the Zenhauser sub, but one day we'll all hang out together.
Absolutely.
Right. Yeah.
And if you haven't gotten a membership yet, member up now so you can come behind the wall with us. All right, let's finish this.
Got to be an animal in bed.
Yeah, she's got to be horny.
Yeah, she used to be with Robert Downey Jr.
Ooh. There you go.
Wow. And he seems a little bit on the femme side. Is that okay to say?
Wow.
All right. Is that okay to say?
No, John.
I mean, this is your guy. This is the this is the LGBTQ ally.
Leading the pack. Fucking fat fuck.
Are you talking about me or John?
John.
Oh, okay.
Either one.
You can. It works for both of us. Yeah. While you're here, Ava, has John reached out to you since you were last here or on PDP?
Actually, that's kind of what scares me is that he hasn't. He reached out after that first super chat and he was just like, the fuck? And then he was sending me all this like evidence that people are mean to him. And then radio silence. And I'm like worried, like he's got like his guy looking into me and like is going to file public records requests and shit.
Nah.
Yeah.
He's not going to
do that good life now. Come on.
It is interesting that he just, because I really did betray him.
All you have to do is do what he thinks is a betrayal. That means go on anybody else's show, and you weren't shitting on him. You really weren't. You were just talking about your experience on his show. He can't handle it.
No. He really can't.
He might have forgotten by now.
Well, that's the thing I was trying to figure out is because I've been catching up on your episodes, and like, I mean, it is just amazing. And it's in my part of my brain's like, why the fuck would he even care? And then the other half is like, he seems to care about every little punctuation mark directed negatively at him. So I don't know, but we'll see. I'll keep you posted.
Thank you.
Yeah, please do.
I got this.
Rick's Wings and Things. Go ahead.
I got them.
Go
ahead. You do it.
Rick's Wings and Rings, $10. Ava, do you like fine diamond rings and smoked wings? We're looking for a new spokesman at Rick's Wings and Rings. Great show, TSN fam. We allow you to take our ribs to the theater only at Rick's. And as always, Rick's Wings and Rings gifting 20 memberships worldwide.
Yeah. Go, buddy.
I'll suck your dick.
Oh, hey, beautiful man meat.
Thanks, Rick's Wings and Rings.
I'll have to consult with my agent on that, but
yeah, I knew you had an agent. I know all it took was one appearance, and you'd have an agent.
It's John.
Man, if it's John's your agent.
I tell you, when I saw you on that show, I knew I had to have you.
Yeah. Opening my own comedy club, I can book you, get you gigs everywhere. Call Jay.
But one condition: more cleavage. You got to show those titties, baby. Come on, bring them out. Bring out the puppies.
What is this last package we have, Andy?
The last package we have is once again Stuttering John being a complete idiot. He
be more specific.
Well, there's a how do I explain this? Frank Gifford. You remember back in 1996, the Frank Gifford Hotel? When he was cheating on his wife Kathy Lee Gifford?
Yes.
And there was a little back and forth between Howard and Frank Gifford. Well, apparently someone was supposed to file a complaint with the DA, and it was kind of not decided whether Gary was supposed to do it or Gary told John that he was supposed to do it.
Wow. That's pretty intense. You know, it's usually where there's some fun shenanigans going on in the back of those, when business is going on behind the scenes, but this sounds like a really big ball to drop.
Yeah.
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, which kind of highlights when somebody gets really pissed off, and what really angers Howard, and when Howard can laugh off and turn into a bit. It seems like this is something that might make Howard really pissed off.
Right.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's real life. Yeah.
Once the lawyers are involved, it's getting serious.
Right. Plus, you're fucking with his money.
Right.
All right, here we go, boys.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Gary, don't think I forgot. I'm asking you a question. Did you or did you not file my complaint with the DA about Frank Gifford?
I didn't forget it. It has not been filed yet.
Yeah, so you didn't.
It
you
has
understand.
not been filed.
Come on, what are we doing to me? File the complaint.
No wonder Frank's running around to Atlantic City.
Gary, if I tell you to file a complaint, why are you not doing it? Yeah.
I need more time to think.
Well, you weren't
I
answering.
think Gary works for Imus.
There seems to be some confusion. I believe I told John, but John believes that I didn't tell him to file it.
I would believe John, because normally I tell you stuff and you always tell me that I didn't.
It's like a
Right, you
religion
don't see
back
what
there.
goes on my end, so we're even.
Okay. Why are we even?
Well, because there's many times I tell John to do things and we dispute it as well, and I think he doesn't hear what I say and forget.
Oh, he
the same way
hears.
you feel about me.
What is it, John?
I'm going to swear on my mother's life.
Of course he didn't
John
file
right
it.
now. He came up to me and said, don't file it. And then I said, okay. I hadn't filed it. Now he's claiming that he said to me that he did file it after that, but I swear he didn't.
All right, I'm going to talk to you directly from now on. I'm not going to use Gary.
When it comes to a shoot guy, I'm telling you something like that, I would go right to E.
All right, listen to
I
me.
would tell them,
Listen to
guys,
me.
I'm going
Listen to
down
me.
there.
Take my papers that I filled out against Frank Gifford and file them with the DA today. I don't have to put your microphone on.
I got him.
What could he
It's the
use
one
me?
thing John is
Howard.
good at. It's the one thing John is good at is submitting papers to
Lawyers.
This might be where he got his obsession with the legal
Maybe. Yeah.
world.
Well, in this case, they actually exist. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's probably actual lawyers this time.
Well, here's the thing. If you remember, Ava, like he sued Sharon Stone right through Sirius and won a whole bunch of money in his eyes. And like this guy, this will get anybody's taste for blood. So everything that his whole life's work was starting to just be suing people,
Suing people.
getting
But with
legal.
Sharon Stone, it's like it's cheaper for her to give him the 30 grand
Yeah.
and just send it. But like the other people he threatens to sue don't have like tons of money to just like he wanted to sue Tookie and Karl. It's like where are those guys going to come up with money to pay him off? That's not how.
Yeah, they make Usher money. They don't.
Also, Sharon, like he had a case against Sharon Stone as opposed to all
Right.
the other ones.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. And he
was
doesn't have
scratching my
money
kids.
himself. He doesn't have money himself to sue people. Like it takes a lot of money to take people to court.
I told him, and I know I told him, and I'll swear on my
You
son.
pass the buck teeth
I didn't
every time.
Howard, I swear on the mic, I told him. Shut up. I swear on the Howard. First of all, you would never believe that I'm in charge of that office the way these guys talk to me.
Really?
I swear to God, you wouldn't.
I have not been disrespectful to you at all, but there have been
John,
times where you
John never, ever does anything wrong. Just the way
You never do anything wrong.
No, John,
there are numerous occasions with Grill where you.
All right, listen to me. I don't
You
care.
sometimes.
Get the paper.
taken care of.
Where's
We'll
the
be taken
paper?
care of.
All right,
It's on my
thank you,
desk,
thank
and it will be
you.
taken
All
care
right.
of.
Occasionally, that you can make a mistake too, guys. Not
But why
always,
would you never make a mistake, John?
No, I admit when I make mistakes. But I do, but if you make a mistake like this, you'll never.
John, I know.
You
I
rewrite
told
history.
You. I'm not rewriting it. I know it for fact. I know it for
Gary,
fact.
you came up to
I'll
me.
tell
and
you where
said,
you were sitting,
Don't.
and I'll tell you where.
Gary, you came up to me and said, "Don't bring it."
John, that was a different time. It was a different time. I know at one point I told you not to bring it, and I did tell you to bring it. And I know I did.
Look, I don't have time for this nonsense. Sure I do? All right, go ahead. I have time for this nonsense. Now he's walking.
Listen, let John be in charge. Let him do what he wants.
Gary, it's not that. This is ridiculous. I'm not gonna get it. It's like. No, you know what, Howard? If I forget, if I forget something immediately, if I forget, then everything.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something.
I am
Between
telling
you
you.
and me, I tell Gary to do stuff all day and night. Some of it gets done, some of it doesn't.
Howard, you have no idea
Right.
how many times a day I pick up after John. How many
Really?
notes I hand him that he forgets to do. How many things I give him that he forgets to do. John,
It is
Maybe.
Give me an example.
That is so untrue.
I hand him a
Gary.
note and say, please please
and
take
how-
care of this after the show.
Yeah.
And then you know what? You find it like
Yeah.
laying on a
All right,
desk.
garbage.
All right.
Kathy can attest to it. He leaves everything laying around.
All right, Bill, come on in here.
This is, we used to do Blunder with the more serious and the later stuff. This stuff is great because you really see the beginning of what became the massive bullshit that is Stuttering John Melendez. You see where he began to just, not do the things he's supposed to, gold bricking, but forgetting, pushing things off on other people. And he perfected it for a while.
And the conviction of his lies, like he has not evolved whatsoever since like when he was like 20 years old and Howard was berating him. Like he has the exact same excuses. It's just it's great.
When you're a narcissist, you can't. There's no changing. There's no growth. There's no personal growth. So everything that you've done or known at 20 is going to be you at 60. So everything that you do, passing the buck, blaming other people for your problems, being he likes to drink a lot. I think a lot of it has to do, well, because he's an alcoholic and he's dependent on alcohol, but also because it makes him feel like he's in his 20s. I'm partying. We're partying tonight. He said that on calls. We're partying tonight.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Fast Times at Ridgemont High and drink beer all night. He did that 40 years ago.
Yeah. Constantly chasing. Yeah,
I think the alcohol is to kind of distract him from the truth of being a guy under a bridge with a green screen behind him and pretending like he has a house in like Santa Monica.
You think he's or in his car in front of a McDonald's, like doing his thing. Like again, like you watch this guy. You said he's a social experiment, Ava. He is. He's the ultimate what not to do cautionary tale. Social experiment. Like he's stopped people from becoming alcoholics. Like he's had people in the chat quit drinking. Like I'm sure people call their kids. You ever see a movie and they're like, and the guy's like, I gotta call my mom. It's like a real sad moment in the movie. Like this is people watch his show and they go, I gotta call my kids.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. It's not too late.
Yeah. I don't want to be that.
Hey, thanks for watching that clip. We got a bunch more stuff from a bunch of different other shows. So if you want to support us, you want to be a part of what's happening here, subscribe, notify, and get yourself a membership. 2 levels, $5, $10. We got more bonus shows than we know what to do with. So help us out. Get in here.